Good morning, everyone. I have a divine masculine message that's wanting to come through, and just sitting down to clear the space. How are you? Grab your coffee because you know this might take a minute. Well, by the time you see this, you know what the time is. You know it's going to take a minute. Always grab a cup of coffee, tea, whatever you prefer. I just feel like this divine masculine has been moving through some sludge lately. So we're just gonna tap in, we're gonna dip in and go with it. I just saw the indecision card split. See what energies are coming through for the divine masculine. Of course, you can watch these, in reference to a specific connection. But we all have the inner masculine and feminine energies, as you already know. And if you don't, surprise! Surprise! Oh, I just saw the door to romance. Yeah, solar plexus. There's just kind of what I've been picking up on. They, write a text, delete it. Write a text, delete it. Pick up the phone, put it down. Pick up the phone, put it down. Grab the car keys to get in the car to go see their divine feminine. Don't even start the vehicle and get back out and just go. Just something, either some old energies are stopping them, or just some other things are just I don't want to say blocking, frustrating them. It's more of a frustrating energy of not knowing, not trusting themselves and trusting, they're up at night. Let's talk about whoever's waking up at 108, 208, 608. Stop it. Really. I want some sleep. Gotta fix the light out here. So yeah, they're definitely having a little bit of I'm hearing a little bit of a come to Jesus moment here. Their heart and their head are really in a battle right now. What else? What are the other energies surrounding? Yeah, there's that indecision. Thank you very much, Spirit. I do have 18 and 8, so we've got an 8 and a 9, so there's progression. But I also want to, 881, 188, 818, if you're seeing those synchronicities anywhere. Any other energies from this deck for the divine masculine? I'm gonna get quite a few energies for what they're going through. I feel I may have a little bit of a change up coming shortly to the channel regarding the divine masculine, divine feminine readings. I'm not quite sure how that's going to change, but I'm feeling it. And there's the heart. So between the head and the heart, there's a lot of indecision. Which way do I go? You can't make this up, guys. You cannot make this up. Which way do I go? I've got nothing. Oh my God. There's your reading. Take it all in. Wow. I mean, I've had Spirit be spot on before, but that's like right in my face, spot on. I do want to say there's hostilities on the bottom of the deck. They could have other energies in their field that are pulling them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What other energies, Spirit? Let's take a look at the Moonology deck. What other... Did I say that right? What? Yeah, I think I did. What other energies are influencing the divine masculine at this time? Work through your fears and show the world the real you. Yeah, both of them they really speak for themselves. They just feel like you know, so I'm kind of picking up on this divine masculine energy has had some, it's been a winter of enlightenment for them, waking up to their true selves and working through the fears of, I'm hearing the only one that I know who would understand what I'm going through is my divine feminine. But the biggest fear I'm feeling from this divine masculine is the reaching out. It's the, yeah, it's what do I say once I'm there? What do I say once I hear their voice? What do I say? I'm feeling that this divine masculine doesn't quite yet know, they're not quite fully embodied or integrated in this new energy, in this new version of themselves. Now, I am going to say it probably feels new to them on some level, but there's an aspect within them. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I just noticed that. So we've got 8, 9, and another 9. So there's something about that. Okay, we have a 9-year now. Last year, the 2024 was a 8-year. I feel I want to say the 9-year, this year is the year that this divine masculine collective that I'm picking up on this morning, that I've been picking up on all weekend, really. And I have just not been in a space, my own space, to bring this through. But I feel like this is the year that they clear out this indecision, that they make the decision. The heart wins over the head, or there's a beautiful integration of the two. So right now I'm putting it to test with other people, friends, family, just random people, kind of like they're testing, they're taking off the, what do they call it? I'm trying to get back into my 3D mind here. Training wheels with other people to kind of feel out how this new version of themselves, the new version of how they speak, their new energy and all that, how other people respond to that and how they respond in return, you know? So I feel like they're putting themselves to the test, working themselves up to present themselves to the divine feminine, male or female. You know how I roll here. What other energies, Spirit? Oh, I love that. Stone Goddess, unwavering love and support, maternal line. I want to say the divine masculine is coming through is saying, I feel the divine feminine's love and support. I feel them holding space for me. So this is just an acknowledgement of not just the divine or the sacred feminine, it just the feminine energy in general in their lives, their mothers, you know, if they've had very strong feminine role models in their lives, and coming into an appreciation of their own feminine energy, their creative energy, their you know, their birthing of ideas and things like that. There's an appreciation here. What else is this divine masculine collective going through? What are the energies surrounding them? What are they discovering? And this one. I love that. Okay, so we've got find your center, stay true to you, call it to you. I did want to say, stay tuned in to yourself is what it was trying to come out of my mouth, but it wasn't written on the card. So they are definitely feeling the rise in their energy, knowing and recognizing where they've got to be grounded. I know for me, I've been sending my divine masculine throughout the winter just quick little texts. Please ground yourself. Please ground yourself. And I can instantly feel when he does, So they there's an acknowledgement here that they recognize when their energy is untethered. I'm hearing, and enjoying what that feels like to just put their hand on their heart and feel, because that's where they feel the divine feminine too. So I love that. And their good luck, auspicious wishes granted, and blessings. They're recognizing how their manifestation abilities, when they keep their vibration high and they keep themselves centered, they're seeing how that works with the cosmic energies and the energy forces around them. Yeah, that card's really drawing me in. I feel like this divine masculine collective and is about to, or is directly or currently walking through. I want to say that the eclipse season that we just came out of, well, we're going to feel the energy for the next 6 months anyway, till the next season of eclipses. But I feel like they're recognizing they've walked through into another timeline. And today we have Mercury going direct, Venus going direct on Saturday the 12th. Today is the 7th of April. Yeah, let's take a little dip into some tarot here. Getting rid of toxic connections, seeing the toxicity in certain connections, seeing the energies, these energies that are holding them apart from their divine feminine, from being in true connection, physical connection with them, even energetic connection. Some of them have some energies, lower undesirable energies that are infiltrating their dreams. I'm hearing right now. So let's just put a pin in that. That could be the sleepless nights. That could be why they're this anxiety card is here, why they're waking up multiple times during the night, and then when they finally wake up in the morning, it's like going right back to sleep, because that's the best sleep they can get. I'd like to say, yes, we are getting a lot of downloads right now as we sleep, but that's not what's keeping this divine masculine awake. It's this indecision. I just saw the Emperor, so let's see if he wants to come out here. My goodness, he's ready to talk. So they're ready to talk. So let's see. Divine masculine. All right. Mike, all right. Hold up. Yeah. 3 of Cups, 10 of Wands. Ooh, that's a heavy burden. But I've had it, I feel like this divine masculine is coming through is saying, I've had to put up some walls because of this, third party energy. This is for my protection. It's for my divine feminine's protection. Looking at this in reference to the divine feminine as a celebratory energy is like they felt they've needed to protect it from the weight that they've been carrying and from what they've been going going through in their 3D world. Um, but this is just saying to me that a third party energy, a spouse, a parent, a child, friends, work, it could be anything, has become such a burden that they may have had to distance themselves energetically from the divine feminine. And I'm getting a big nod for that. Yes, so that's a great many of these divine masculines have had to do that, for their own self-preservation. I'm hearing for some of them, they have been in fight or flight mode, mainly fight mode, because they haven't been able to get away from the weight of their choices, the weight of their decisions, past decisions, the weight of their responsibilities. I do want to say that these responsibilities, they're discovering that they really weren't their responsibility. They were just merely distractions that they told themselves, or if someone told them, they were the divine masculine's responsibility. And so they wanting to be up and up, they took it on board, but now they're fighting back against that because they're recognizing where they've taken on more than what was theirs. So giving back, allowing energies to be bounced back off of them, back to the source. Excuse me, the source of where they came from. That man holding a heart is looking at me, and for an instant I saw tears. He's not happy. Forlorn. I'm hearing the word forlorn. The decisions I've made in the past, they're really being, I feel like those are just right in have been in the face of this divine masculine collective throughout the last few months, the last year. I did see the sun come out, so there's a new day dawning. That's good. That's good. That's good. We love to see that, don't we? Yeah. Good news. Information. Getting their spark back. Calling their energy back. Man. The traditional roles that they've had to play in have been heavy, I'm hearing. And it's going to be different for many of you, or many of them, but I am going to say there's a good number of divine masculines that have been intertwined. I'm hearing the word intertwined with traditional connections, traditional, marriages, traditional beliefs that if you get married, you don't divorce. Just, and I feel like they're seeing those traditional ways in a new light now, kind of being shown, that the hangman in my mind's eye here. What do you want to say about that? Yeah, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. I feel like this particular divine masculine collective has had the fire lit under their ass all of a sudden with these energies. Neptune moving into Aries. We've got Saturn going to be moving into Aries. We are in Aries season as I record this. I just feel like I'm also getting, this is like a pushback against bulldozing the traditional systems, structures down. I just heard my neighbor across the street, who's outside, just yawn. That's hilarious. So your divine masculine, if you know them, may yawn very loudly instead of just a quiet, it's just a full on out, letting it all out, which is great because what does that do? It clears the throat chakra. It's a constant clearing of the throat chakra. So is the F word. Do you know that all the intonation of the FUCK is a beautiful way to clear your throat chakra. I say it when I'm driving. I do say it a lot here too, but I'm usually saying it a lot when I'm driving. Divine Masculine is discovering some things. I do want to say that they could be watching you too, but I'm also hearing they're being watched. Talk to me a little bit more about that. What do you mean by that? Page of Swords here. Let's get them all out here. I feel like there's a storyline here. Ooh. Waiting and seeing for the perfect time. You know what? They're waiting for the nudge from the universe, but I want to say to you that the quantum field responds to action, divine masculine. Okay? So there is some movement, some energy that is moving them to take action. We do have action here with the Page and the Knight of Wands for sure. I do feel like there's a lot of confusion that's clearing up, which is going to help the energy move them forward so they can take action. I also want to say that they want to come forward to speak the truth, to let you know, divine feminine. They've got a lot to say, and even if they're confused, they're going to say that. It's like being very authentic now, being very real with themselves of what they're feeling. If someone asks, well, how you doing today? Instead of saying, oh yeah, I'm all right, they're like, you know what, I'm a little confused about something in my life, or this or that, or they may not be doing that with just anybody. This may be the conversation specifically with the divine feminine, energetically coming through telepathically, letting you know, this has been a confusing time for me. How do I move forward? How do I move with this energy instead of this energy moving me? How do I take action? I do feel I want to say that they're watching you, divine feminine, for any clues, seeing how you're moving through these energies, and if you're going through the confusion too. I feel like they're tuning into the fact that this is a true mirrored connection, because I feel like they're feeling it more. Talk to me about that. I do have some communication cards. I'll dip into that to see what they want to, possible messages they want to say to you, divine feminine, because I'm sure that's who's watching this, right? There's healing. I've healed. I've woken up. Suddenly the fog is cleared. I'm hearing suddenly the fog is cleared, and that's perfect for this Mercury going direct today. Once Venus goes direct on Saturday, we will be in the free and clear of no retrogrades. So Juno may be retrograde, but I don't read Juno very much, so we'll just put a pin in that. We'll look into that. Juno is the energetic body of relationships and connections. So I believe she's in Aries right now. Cosmic, divine, feminine energy. So there's healing. I had this image of somebody walking in and they're like, I just want my divine feminine to feel the change in my energy. They can. They don't need to be in front of you to feel it, divine masculine. your divine feminine is so awake and so in tune. You are they're the same energy and they can feel it. But I feel like this divine masculine is just really tipping into that and learning to trust that the mirroring of this. All right, I'm hearing. I often wondered why there wasn't a lot. How do I say that? There wasn't always a lot to speak about when we were together, either astrally or physically, and they're really getting that it's more of an energetic exchange. Does that resonate with someone? Like there's so much I want to say, and there's so much I want to say, but then you get within proximity of your divine counterpart, and it's just sitting there with happy smiles on your faces. You know what I mean? It's just, then you're like, okay, I had so much to say. Why didn't I say it? It's because it was already said within the energetic exchange. They're learning that we have the King of Wands here. Your divine masculine could be a Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, but they are looking forward to taking some action. They're taking their power back from whatever this was. And I feel I can say safely that the cosmic energies have really ushered that along for them. And I know that is how it works, but they're learning, they're discovering that that's the assistance they're receiving. They're receiving the assistance from the divine feminine, the sacred feminine, however you want to say it. And, they know that they're holding space for them. They know that the moon cycles and the solar flares, they all have an interplay of assistance with this connection and with their awakening. I got the sun and the star. I definitely feel like this divine masculine has had a really huge quantum leap in their ascension. Just like, it's been coming on, but it's like just within the last couple months, it's been amplified. Ooh, I love that word, amplified. Anything else you want to tell us? What's the I was gonna say, what's your goal? What's your destination? And it's love. So when it comes to this indecision, what's gonna win out? Head over heart, right? Look what's gonna win out. Like I said, the heart is gonna win out. They're gonna listen to what their mind has got to say. They're also going to listen more to what their higher self is going to say, getting themselves centered so they can hear that and then express themselves through the heart chakra, through the heart portal. I feel like I can safely say that this divine masculine collective has learned that something Sadie from Yin Reiki Light and I have been saying since 2023, 2020, early 2024. It's 2024 was the year of, you can't think about it. You can't think your way through this ascension or this twin flame journey or whatever it was. You have to feel your way through it. And this divine masculine has been in their feels, and it's been overwhelming. They haven't known how to navigate the waters, but they're learning and they're doing it. And they're doing beautifully. I can tell you, they are doing beautifully. Whether you have physical proof of that or not, you don't need that. You're the divine feminine. Let's see, yeah, they've put in the work just like you have. So if you ever question, and I've said this to you before, if you've ever questioned if your divine masculine is doing the work, put your hand on your heart. Are you doing the work? They're you. you're the same consciousness as they are. You share that. You share the abilities. You share the consciousness. You're just two different bodies. So if you are, they are. Let's get some messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I'm just going to shuffle and see what flies out. Another shuffle. Bottom of the deck, love. I want to make love to you, which you have never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I just want us to know each other like no one else before us has ever known. Your touch, your voice really heals me. Love that. What do we have here? Very lovely. We've got mission. Together we are unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I am determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles if we work as a team. And you are already working as a team. I feel like this Divine Masculine is, they're getting it. They've got it. They're not just getting it, they've got it. They know they're here to do something bigger and better than they could have ever imagined, and they know that you're doing it right beside them. Opening up. I'm getting ready to, I gotta say, whoever made these cards, this is the Twin Flame Love Messages Oracle deck. I have no idea who created them. There's like there's no author anywhere. The deck. They don't have the perfect they could use some English lessons and some typing lessons. There's so many typos on these cards. There's it's like talking to somebody who's got broken English. It's funny and it's comical, but I love that they made the cards because they're helpful. So let's see. I got to decipher this. Yeah, so they're working to come forward to open up to you, to speak of their feelings for you. They know that this is a great love. Mine. Oh, I love this card. I want to take the honoring path towards you, so I am taking responsibility for my situation, which we saw that with the Ten of Wands. And I'm coming forward to tell you how I feel. Again, another message of opening up. They want to tell you that they know you are theirs and they are yours. Although there is no ownership, right? But you get what I'm saying. They are closing out a lot of cycles right now. Old timelines. Things that I think they're just waking up and going, literally waking up every day going, this is not working for me anymore. Being apart from my Divine Feminine isn't working for me anymore. Being with this other person or in this other situation or in this job, it's not working for me anymore. I am not okay with this. I've tried to convince myself I am. I've tried to, I've done the healing and I've done the forgiveness. I've done all that. But when it comes right down to it, I'm really not okay with it. Ooh. Take that for what it's worth there, divine masculine speaking out. Says, I love you. My love for you is infinite. You already know that, right? I hope you do, divine feminine. And they are working on becoming the best version of themselves in all ways, in all manners. This divine masculine may be getting their body in shape because it's been a long time since you've seen them naked. You may be they may be working out. They may be watching what they eat, watching, being mindful of what they feed themselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, right? Because the divine feminine deserves nothing less than that. I'm hearing, I do not wish for my divine feminine to settle for anything that I offer anymore. So what they offer is going to be all on the up and up. So if you're sitting there and you're like, in separation with my twin, where are they? You could be yearning for them. That's because you're picking up what they're putting down. You're feeling them getting ready to come close. And keep in mind, this could be this year, it could be next year. There's no time in the quantum field, right? But instead of sitting there wondering where they are, get yourself into the best version of you so you can receive them unconditionally. And you might say, well, I am. Well, if I just triggered you, maybe you're not. I know I'm not. I know there's some things that have nothing to do with my divine masculine specifically, but they do energetically. You get what I'm saying? So there's things, and we're always going to have things, but there is a time of alignment when union can occur in the physical. Yeah. Yeah, I'm enlightened. So I'm hearing, working my way back to you, babe. Who sings that song? Was that one of the songs that came through a channeled message quite a while ago? I can't remember, but I'm hearing that song back from the 70s. I'm a 70s baby. Girl. I love the music back then. I'm working my way back to you, babe. Yeah. I think I did post something in the community page about that within the last month or two. You might want to scroll back and see it. Is that the Pablo Cruz song? I can't remember now. But yep. There's a there's a confirmation of something. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you. I'm working my way to express how I feel. Some of you may be receiving an apology from your divine masculine. I'm sorry it took me so long. I'm sorry I didn't see what was right in front of my face the whole time. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah. Get ready, divine feminine, to receive your divine masculine. It will come up energetically first and foremost. So this card was talking to me, and I hear the divine masculine going, if I can get my own self out of my head and stop talking myself out of it, they'll know exactly when it's the right time. That's why there's a lot of starts and stops here, and right now, like I said, once the Venus goes direct on Saturday the 12th, and we have that full moon in Libra, it's just, the energy is going to be so much more conducive. Today is not a great day for that with Mercury stationing direct. There's something else going on today that I'm just going to need to really watch your words. So don't sit there and expect this to come through today. It could. I could be wrong. I like being wrong. I do like being wrong, especially about a lot of things, but yeah. So there you have it. I hope that feels resonant for you. If you are interested in a personal reading, please do reach out. My email will be in the description box below, and we'll get you on my books and yeah, get your own storyline going and see where you're at, where the energy is at for your own connection. Or if you're not in a twin flame, if you still want a personal reading, check out the email below, right? I love you. Have a great Mercury direct day. I am excited. Hopefully my brain can start working. I can start getting back to this wall that I've wanted to get to. So have a great day. I love you, and we'll see you next time.